Okay, I'm just going to record a quick video on behalf of someone. So this is not my lathe. The lathe is for sale. I don't know much about it at all. It's been sold for a good reason. The elderly owner needs the workshop to be cleared. So and I have had a couple of other machines from him, and they've been good. So yeah, they're nice people. So here we are. I believe it's a Harrison 14. So the height from the lathe bed to the centre of the spindle, centre of the chuck, is 7 inches. So I think it's 14. It's not labelled up as such, but I believe it is. It's a gap bed. The gap is on the floor down there. Down on the floor as well, there are what look like a couple of face plates. There's a fixed steady, and round the other side there is a travelling steady as well. It's a screw-on chuck by the look of it. Everything down there is screw-on. I'm pretty certain it's screw-on actually. It's 3-phase, so it's plugged into the 3-phase at the moment. I don't know a lot about this machine. Haven't tried the screw cutting gearbox, but I have tried the powered feed to the saddle, so that works. This lever, as I say, I don't know too much about this, but this is the high and low, or maybe high, medium and low even. So let's just take the e-stop off. Doesn't sound too bad. It is geared head. At the moment you'll see that the lead screw and the whatever it is, shaft, is stationary. We can engage that by moving that lever that's currently between C and D. So let's just stop that. Now when I tried to change gears earlier, I didn't quite engage it right. I'm struggling a little bit because really I need to move the chuck as I'm going. So hopefully, there we go. Okay, so that's engaged now. I believe it is. So if it crunches, it's probably just because I haven't moved that lever enough. It really needs to be a two-handed operation. So let's just take the U-stop off. There we go. Okay, so you just have to trust me that I've tried the different positions on that. Nice low speed there, isn't it? I imagine it would be a nightmare to get that chuck off, but that's another thing. So let's just stop. Oh, by the way, on the apron here there are controls. They don't seem to work at all, so I don't know anything about that. Let's see if we can get back into something that's a little bit faster. Let's see if that goes. Now, there was a little bit of gear noise there, which I suspect is just that I haven't quite got it engaged properly. I might be wrong. Let's go for there. That seemed like it's like in a position. A little bit of gear noise there, but not terrible. That, as you can see, by the way, is a 4-jaw independent chuck, quite a large one. There's a 3-jaw down there. I think that's it. As I say, a couple of face plates and a travelling and a fixed steady and the gap. There might be some other stuff knocking around that's associated with this. I'm not too sure. So let's go into one of these. So now I think we're going to engage that, and let's just change to a lower speed as well. I think that is the lower speed. Yeah, so that's now, you can just about make it out. Turn that fairly hefty looking lead screw. And I think when I tried it earlier to engage the half nuts or whatever the arrangement is, there it's just, it's creeping along ever so slowly. Okay, so that is working. I'm guessing it's got powered cross feed, but I haven't tried it and I don't know that it has at all, so it may do, it may not. Moving the saddle the way along the ways, it seems pretty constant. It doesn't like bind up anywhere, so that seems all right. Doesn't seem to be particularly slack. The waves themselves are reasonable. I certainly don't see any damage there. I did mention earlier to the the son-in-law just to slather a load of oil over it because you know it's in storage at the moment, so you know it would clean up all right. The cross feed is very sloppy. Okay, so hopefully you can just make that out. Very sloppy. So I think probably it needs a new nut making or maybe a new screw. You know, it is probably a machine from the 1940s. Let's just have a quick look around the back. Not really a lot to see is there around the back here. There's the sorry, I got my finger in the way there. There's the fix steady. There's some other stuff there. I don't know whether that comes with the lathe. As I say, I'm not selling the lathe myself. It's being sold on behalf of the elderly owner. Okay, that's it. Very quickly, there's another lathe as well. If you're interested, it's a Ward. I'm going to hazard a guess. It's something like I was going to say Ward 2E. It's actually a 2A. So, yep, so it's a capstan lathe. Never tried it. I've never powered it on. Don't know anything about it really at all. But looks actually it's quite a compact lathe. If I wanted a capstan lathe, it looks like it's got all the bits with it, doesn't it? So that looks quite nice. And also over here, there's a whole load of collets, and I'm presuming, and there's some other, I don't know, die heads or whatever they are. I don't know much about capstan lathes, but I assume that it's got all the tooling to go with it. So I think that's probably going to be cheaper, and I think this is going to be a reasonable price as well. Okay, right. Thanks very much for watching, and if you're interested, and if you know me personally, just get in touch, and if I post this like online or something, and you want more details, maybe just post a comment or something. Okay, thanks very much. Goodbye.